This is a another interview with the Catfishman. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? We're already recording, so let me know when you're.
Uh, how's my voice sound?
Do
Better?
like a check thing, like check 1 2 or something, or.
Check, check. You got catfished.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the levels on the audio program. It looks decent. It looks like medium level. Doesn't look bad. But I don't know what's
It's
on
fine.
your end though. But I mean, I'm recording this anyway. It's not gonna be perfect, but I can always send you the audio if you wanna use it.
Uh, okay, that's fine. I recorded on my. I have it on my end, so my mine is better, I guess. My own audio.
Okay. So you wanted to set up a conversation. What is this
Yeah.
about?
Oh, it's just like an update, I guess. Like how's it going, or like what
Yeah.
you've been doing, and update of like so far from our interview. Like, how's it going with your area? Or, yeah, like, I'll start off with mine. Like, it's just kind of weird, dude. It's got weird. It's gotten so fucking weird here. Like, girls are acting weird. I had a girl actually follow me, dude. And girls are acting so fucking weird, man. I'm not joking. Like, I had literally had a girl like follow me 3 different times, and she found out where I work.
Now you say follow you. You mean in a bad way, right? Now like she's obsessed with you. But like she found out who you are. She's trying to.
Why? That's why I don't know. But I found out that she was friends with people that were kind of bad. I don't know what she wanted. She never said anything, but that's why I was want to talk to you about the Antifa BML shit because I found out that Antifa shit and that Antifa those Antifa groups don't like the Black Pill or MGTOW. Do you wonder why? Do you know why they don't like the Black Pill or MGTOW?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I thought my whole thing on Antifa was they were like first I heard of them through the fur hag thing. You know what that is?
No, no,
They
no.
would follow people down the street who would like wear fur, and they would be like fur hags, and they would like harass people who wear fur. That's when I first heard the term Antifa, and I'm not sure if that's what the term meant, but I saw it on videos, and then it became like this leftist thing. But I can imagine if someone's a extreme leftist group, I can imagine them not like in anything related to men having freedom and rights and all that stuff. But you tell me.
You know what's so funny? Do you know remember that video I sent you with that BML shit, that Black Lives Matter? Remember that? Did you
Yeah,
watch that video with?
yeah.
Okay, so,
Go ahead.
okay, check this out. Check this out. I have the theory. So, anyways, when I was in that protest, do you know there? Okay, so there were a lot of. Okay, I found out there were feminists in that group in that BML shit. Okay,
Hmm.
I literally found out there were feminists in there, and all these Antifa guys. Like when I called them out, I was like, after the end of the video, when I called them out, these guys, these Antifa or female guys, started to attack me when I started to come out call out these feminists. So I don't know. It's kind of weird that these feminists are part of this Antifa group, Antifa BML group.
Yeah. So what you mean verbally attack you, or did they physically attack you as well?
Well, one of the guys started to try to physically attack me. They like when I started to call it because I started to call out one of the girls. I said, "Okay, so what the hell is this? I'm not part of this. I'm not for this because first off, I don't support this type of shit because I mean, it's bad enough as an ethnic, it's hard as to date, and you see all these people, all these people for color shit. For me, I've never benefited off of my color. So to me, when I see this shit, it was like, okay, so if you're for color and for ethnic of color, then why are you women so contradicting? Because I've had an issue where I got fired from my jobs because of this, because of because of feminism. I got fired for I got fired just for existing. So for them to say, "Oh, we're for ethnic people," so why are ethnic men getting fired because I got fired. I literally got fired for just existing in that and getting my gym membership terminated. So it doesn't even make sense. Like if they're for that for rights. If that was the case, my life would have been bet my life would have improved. But I mean, it hasn't improved. It hasn't improved for the last 6 years. So they started to like kind of attack me, and I started to have people kind of harass me. Like it didn't make sense. Like, okay, so a black pill and MGTOW, like black pill has nothing to do with racism. Black pill has nothing to do with their ideology, but they started to attack me as a person, started to harass me. Like black pill is just being realistic with yourself, is being understanding your situation. I mean, it just seems like it's so beta to tax someone based off their belief or ideology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when you say that you got fired, what was the reason they fired you? I know you feel that way, but what was it like? What's the like? What category would it fall under? Like,
Okay, so do you want me to explain to you? I mean, do you want to like do you want me to explain to you how I got fired and how it led up to the point of understanding the black pill?
yeah,
Okay, so like I started to notice the behavior back in 2014, where I got fired because they were trying to get me for they're trying to set me up with a couple of women, and they were trying to get me for sexual harassment, allegations of sexual harassment. And then I didn't know why. I mean, dude, I was working a minimum wage job. I didn't know my existence as a man back then would bother them. Yeah, I mean, was I that unattractive? Was I that ugly? I don't understand. Like, what was the point to fire someone for whatever reason? So they started to deal with that. Started to dealt with that stuff where I started to get fired from my job, fired from that point on for sexual harassment or trying to fire someone for false allegations. So I started to work numerous jobs and I started to kind of get let go, but that's fine. But I started to notice, kind of a pattern. So back in 2016, I used to work at a retirement facility, and this girl, like, did I tell you the story about the chick at the retirement home?
well, the last episode, I don't remember that, but no.
Okay, so basically what happened was back in 2016, this girl, she was Hispanic. I don't even know if she was Hispanic. I don't know if she was Indian. People, they're transracial or whatever. So, anyways, I assumed that she was a Hispanic woman. So what happened is she probably was, but anyways, like I said, they started to kind of attack me, like personally attack me, like I did something. They started to like be vulgar towards me. I'm like, okay, I don't understand. But and then this girl tried to sexually harass me, tried to like be toxic towards me. And once I did not kind of submit to her, she just took it to defense and saying, okay, if this man's not willing to accept what I'm doing, then I'm gonna accuse him for some shit. So I went to the HR about it, and then they didn't like it. And then afterwards, what happened was they tried to find ways to fire me, and it was just because of that situation where I made a complaint about what the girl did, and I didn't like it, and they want me to like kind of submit to it. She wanted me to submit, but I was like, okay, so if you're going to sexually harass me, I didn't well at the time I didn't like it because she was trying to tease me, so that's when it came up to that point, and then I started to kind of take after that I started to kind of take notes of what was going on. I was trying to trying to remember certain things. And then it started to progress. Like back in 2017, I started to work at a warehouse. They did the same thing. They started to call me toxic, toxic mentality. And then because of I wasn't being nice, I wasn't being nice, or the fact that I don't know what they wanted. So they were trying to like, just because I wasn't being nice, then they started to call me toxic. And then it started to lead up to this whole point of other things as well. So yeah.
Yeah, that's weird because when I at work I'm very quiet, so I get like I get like when you're quiet you're considered weird. People think you're weird because they think you're plotting something. So I really don't talk to people, and then some people start asking, why don't you talk and stuff, and then but I was never considered toxic, and I never had those problems, and I wonder why you have those. I wonder why I never had Because as far as working with females go, when I had retail jobs, mostly dealt with females. Like I worked at Toys R Us, and it was all women there, and it made sense because they were all like moms and shit. And it was only a seasonal job, but we got along, and I never had a problem. But I don't know. I wonder why you have that problem. I don't know. Maybe you make a really strong PUA contact or something. You don't realize you're doing it
No, I'm
from
not even
your.
doing nothing, dude.
I
I'm
know.
just there. Yeah, but like I said, it's just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm too good looking. I don't know. Maybe, dude, maybe I'm just too good looking. I don't know. Like I got recently, I got rated like a 6.5 off a website, so I got
Ooh.
a 6.5. I'm a
Yeah,
six point
last
five.
last time I think we were talking, you said you were going on walks, you were going to the gym. So would you the term gym cell? That's a guy who like tries to get jacked. Is that well gym cell? That means you're. Does that mean you're an incel? Gym cell? I don't
Gym
know.
cell is basically a person who literally just works out to improve their looks, basically. And
Yeah,
that's the
you,
thing. And that's the thing. When I was at the gym, like a lot of girls, they felt entitled to talk to me, and once I read them like a book, they started to get mad. I mean, I don't know, man. Like there's certain things about women that I understand. I understand certain nuances. Like I understand where they're coming from. Once I got black pilled, I understand certain how women work. I understand how women work. I understand how they how they are. So for them to kind of do that and then all of a sudden be upfront, to me, I find that kind of weird. You know, just because they give me attention doesn't mean it's going anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
and yeah. The last time we talked, I remember you said you were getting laid and stuff. Do you still get laid and still have no
Uh,
problem?
well, I just only that one time. I just that few times during that time because it was pandemic, and I got
Mm-hmm.
laid, but it just seems like it's just like a struggle in my area. I guess it's in my area, dude. Like, I don't know why. Like a lot of girls here are just really kind of dirty. I mean, they'll fuck certain types of dudes. They'll fuck dudes that are losers, or they'll fuck dudes. I don't know. I mean, I've been finding out there what type of guys they've been fucking around here, and it's not me. Like, I'm not their type. I'm not their type. They want some type of dudes who, I guess, drug addicts, losers. I don't know, man. But I'm not their type, and a lot of them been really rude to me or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I always thought about that too because I've had people on this channel when I started it, and everybody was talking about my looks because that's of course the number one thing. Because I showed myself, which most guys don't do, and the guys would say, "Oh, you would do good here in California. You would do good here," and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a low self esteem. I don't think I would do good anywhere based on how bad I did here with women because I had guys tell me, "Oh, Philly's hard. Like PA's hard. You got to be a certain kind of guy." But I don't know. I mean, I've only been to Florida twice. I haven't really traveled that much, so I don't know. But yeah, guys will tell me all the time, "Yeah, you would do good here, man. You should move here." Or, "Oh, you would do good over there." And then when I made that video, I don't know if you saw it. It was called "White Girls Are Nicer to Black Guys in My City." I was just going from a personal experience. It was kind of funny because I had black people go after me, and I wasn't even saying anything bad about it. I said no. I said the white girls here are just phony. Like they're so liberal that like they're like super nice, and then have you even tried to say hi to them? They look at me like like I'm like this piece of shit guy. And I had black guys who had trouble getting laid, which I didn't think. I think it was possible because I thought black guys had no trouble getting laid. And I said, well, if you come here to Philly, man, it's like you could probably nail a really hot white chick. Not even a fat white chick, like a hot one, because they're so liberal here. And they really love the BBC around this in my city. The city's like 50% black, so I figure girls will come here to get blacked. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's everyone has different things, but my self esteem is so low. I don't think I would do well anywhere. I don't know if it's an area issue or it's something in the water. I don't know.
It's the image, dude. Like when you're saying BBC, that you mean like thugged out black guys, like gay, like ghetto black guys, dude. Like
Well,
like gay, like
BBC stands for big black cock, right?
yeah, but not all black. Because I talked to a black guy. I talked to a
Yeah, I
black guy
know.
about this. like Lord, and he said he can't get laid because he doesn't fit the description of a thug or bad boy
Yeah,
type.
yeah, yeah. There's a few black guys who have trouble, but some of them just have no problem lowering their standards. And I've seen black guys with much better looking white girls. But it's so funny. I got hate for that video. Like when I first put up, a black chick was roasting me. She was like, "You're this, you're that," and I went through her video, and she was fucking ugly. She had like a fucking dirty weave hair, and I was like, I roasted her back and made a video about her. But it was just so funny how people got offended by that video. And I wasn't even trying to say anything racist. I was just saying, no, it's a fact. Like I lived here my whole life, and it's like I'm just talking about not even what you like. You know, I'm talking about just the attitude. You know what I mean? Like they'll just be nice to you and treat you better. And then they look at me like I'm a bad person, and I'm like, if you don't want to fuck me, that's fine, but don't treat me like a piece of crap. Like I didn't do anything to you, but I don't know. But I was listening to a podcast. It was a comedy podcast, and a guy who's a virgin. He's gonna be 40. He lives in like Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which is about a half an hour from me. And they were talking about how Cherry Hill is like a really there's a lot of sluts pretty much. Like there's a lot of strip clubs, hand job places. There's a lot of dirty sluts on Tinder. And he said, "How could you be a virgin?" And or stuff like that. But I don't know. I've been to South Jersey before. I haven't tried dating, but I used when I had Tinder. Do you use Tinder or any of those dating apps?
I've used Tinder, but I did a location. I did good in Texas, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did good in Texas. So it kind of depends on location. So like for me, like I found out a lot of girls have been dating ghetto guys here. Like I found out a girl that's dated a guy that committed forgery, and he was not even. I mean, he was not even attractive, only because he just had that a ghetto. I mean, I guess ghetto image. So I've been finding out a lot of girls been dating ghetto ass guys. Guys, they're not, don't have a head on their shoulders. That's what I found out, dude. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I felt like I was single, because I don't fit the image as what certain women want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it doesn't have to be a black, like a white, like a
Yeah, yeah,
white
I
guy.
know. It's not always a race thing. Sometimes it is, sometimes it is. It depends on the person. But yeah, I know a buddy of mine. He's like he still doesn't have his life together. He lives at home, kind of like I do, but he's older. He's like 40, and he he has no trouble. He can't get he get dates, but he can't get laid, and he comes off like a friend. I guess he's too nice, and he gets like he tried the whole Tinder thing and everything, and it's like I don't know. I hated it because every day you wake up, they would lie to me. They would say you got matches waiting for you, and then you go on there, and then it wouldn't be there. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, either they lied or they were bullshit accounts. You know what I mean? That every day just swipe it, even though it doesn't seem like work. It's mental work. Just swiping and then dealing with all the flakes and everything. It made me go crazy. And I was just like, I never had one date on Tinder. I got two numbers, but I never got a date. But I got matches. But they would match with me. As soon as I sent them a message, they would look at my other pictures and then I guess go, oh, never mind, and then just a match with me.
Oh, I don't know. I like when I changed my location to Texas, girls were matching with. I mean, at least I got matches in Texas, dude. Like I'm a Latino, and I got matches. Some messages, but matches. But here in Washington, dude, I didn't even get anything. Like in my own area, other places, it's just in my area, like just in my area where I live, I wasn't getting anything, dude. Like I wasn't getting any no matches at all. So I changed it to Texas, and I felt like, okay, so maybe because maybe because Hispanics are more catered to over there in Texas.
Yeah, so I remember the last we were talking about Smooth Sanchez. Remember, you used to play some of his videos on your channel,
Yeah.
and yeah, he's doing like up to 5 years in a federal prison just for like doing a bomb hoax. Just for doing like a on his live stream, which I watched by the way, and it's crazy, man. It's just fucking crazy how he's just. He's gone away like that. He's gonna be gone away that long. Like his whole life is like over. But I interviewed him twice, actually, for my podcast, my other podcast, and I told him, I said, like, why are you throwing your life away, man? Like, these people don't care about you. These people that watch you are trolls. They don't care if you live or die. And I think he was kind of like, no, man, like this is great. I'm like, how you gonna get a job or go to college or anything? Like he's doing this kind of stuff. But I don't know. Did you? What is your take on Smooth Sanchez? Like, you heard about what happened, right?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Well, actually, I did. I mean, I was following him, and I didn't think he was gonna like do that. Like, I was trying to talk to him. I was trying to talk him out of this whole incel shit. Like, not incel shit. No offense, like to people out there who are incels, but this whole negative mindset. And I tried to talk him out to it. I've actually like DM'd him a couple times, and that's how I was able to use some of his content because I was following him. And I said, hey, dude, there's other better things to do with your life instead of just doing what you're doing and all this stuff. And he just didn't want to listen. And I literally just tried to talk him out of it, but he just didn't want to. He didn't want to listen to me. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you seen the videos I had of him, right?
Yeah,
You seen how the girls were reacted towards him, right?
yeah. I watched almost all of his live streams, and he put on the best live stream content. Whether you're like what he did was morally wrong. We all know it. Like if he was walking down the street and some guys just like followed him saying "fuck you" and everything, it's wrong what he did, and it's hard to like offend me. But when I watched this stuff, I was like, this is amazing. Even though it's like morally wrong, I was like, this is like that, and that's what he wanted to do. He put out the best live stream content, but he had a lot of Reddit haters because he went viral for his dealing. He made white people kneel. Then he went viral for climbing on a bridge, and then he went viral for something else. So people, he had a lot of haters, and then they reported him to the FBI, and then next thing you know, and they got another guy, Gypsy Crusader, who's this guy who used to just say the N word and Joker makeup, and they pretty much went. There's people who've murdered people, and they get out in a month or they get out in a year and a half, and he's going to go to jail for 5 years, and this other guy's going to go to jail for like 2 years for putting on Joker makeup and saying racial slurs. So I'm always amazed sometimes what the laws are. You know what I mean? It's like someone kills somebody or someone's a murderer, they get out, and then some kid who's just, yeah, he's causing trouble, but he's not like hurting people. He's being a dick, and he's whatever, but he's not like killing people or anything. He's not touching anybody, and he's going to be like, doing 3 to 5 years in jail just doing a terrorist thing, which I know is a serious issue, especially in New York City. But it's just crazy, how certain people do time for longer things, and some people kill people and they get out like real quick.
Oh, how would you know he was gonna spend five? Is it legit? Like I didn't, I couldn't find the report on that he was gonna spend 5 years.
Well, there's this community, there's this website that follows this stuff, and he pleaded guilty. I guess his lawyer convinced him to plead guilty because he would get maybe like a plea deal, and they said up to 5 years. So maybe if he's lucky, he'll get out in a year or two. But I don't think he's ever going to stream again. Like his YouTube channels were still there, but I think he told somebody like, if I ever get in trouble by the FBI, I'm never streaming again. And all he wanted to do was stream. He wanted to be like the best. He wanted to be like the next Ice Poseidon. For those who know who he is, he was like this guy who created this live stream community of trolling, and he became really. He had like, you know, he almost had a million subs on YouTube, and he made all this money, and he wanted to be like the next Ice. And yeah, I knew he was gonna get in trouble because when I watched his streams, he was getting maced, he was macing people like crazy, like left and right, and he was getting arrested left and right, and it was just like, New York City is just a very liberal city. It's great to see trolls like him and this other guy Carl go around and just push people's buttons, but like we're living in Biden's America here, and you know how that is, and there's only one side, and if you're on the other side, they can just find a gun in your place and go lock this guy up. He's a threat to society, and I don't know. It's crazy.
I got lucky, man. If I was a dead at this time of those catfish videos, yeah, I would have been in fucking how many years in prison, like harassing women. If
Yeah.
I was the catfish, I mean, I think I kind of glad I stopped because I think FBI has been kind of following me, dude. FBI.
Well, I
I
don't
think
think
they're
you. I don't think you should admit you're catfish man. I think you should say I may be catfish man or I may not be catfish man. But it might be a smart
they
thing to
already
not admit it.
know. No,
Huh?
they already know, dude. I think
Uh.
FBI has been following me, dude. Like, I think I have a feeling because like once once I started to go like kind of public, random people kind of showed up. It was kind of weird, like random people, like people I
Shit.
never saw. They showed up. They just started to show up. I'm like, okay, so this is weird. I never saw these people, and now they're trying to show up in my life. I mean, something like that you got to kind of take into consideration. They could be, that type of shit, like FBI agents, because you know how FBI agents are, right?
Well, I saw one of Smooth Sanchez. Smooth Sanchez was going around like doing the whole like pickup artist thing and cursing girls out, and this black guy pulled out a badge and said, "Hey, I'm watching you." And he was like, "You're not a cop." And he was like, I'm undercover. And he said, "I'm watching you. I'm following, you know." And Smooth Sanchez literally had before this whole thing happened, people knew about him, and he had they might have been following him, but people were letting them know. So there's a lot of people that wanted him to get in trouble. So I don't know how many haters you have, but I mean, he went viral and stuff, but I don't know. But yeah, the Reddit troll, they call them Reddit trolls. They want to get certain people in trouble, especially these live streamers who out do the whole edgy content. They want to stop that. They act like it's the worst thing in the world, and they do anything to put a stop to it, even if they ruin someone's life. They're crazy.
No, no, I agree, but that's the thing is the difference between me and him is I
Yeah.
stopped. I stopped at a time when it needed to be stopped. Like the BBC documentary. It's like once the BBC documentary hit, I already knew. I already knew something was going to happen. I already knew how big that thing was going to be. And then once I stopped, and I was like, "Yep, I'm stopping," because I started having random people follow me around, dude. I literally I having girls follow me for whatever reason. I'm having these, I don't know, Antifa people, these BML people follow me. They think, oh, he's catfishing still, which I'm not even catfishing anymore, dude. They're still trying to pin that on me, thinking I'm that person, which I'm not. You know, those videos are old. I mean, I'm a changed person. I'm changed. So it wouldn't even make sense for an FBI to follow me around because, dude, I'm playing chess. I have a YouTube channel. I'm working out, dude. I'm looks maxing. I'm doing stuff for myself. I mean, yeah, they could follow me around. They could follow me around, but I'm not even doing anything, dude. I don't have no guns. I have nothing. I'm just myself, but they still want to follow me around and see what I'm doing, and I'm not even doing anything, dude. I'm kind of I'm kind of a MGTOW, dude. I'm MGTOW in a way, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not saying that. I just told you what you were saying. You're right. I mean, he went to the he went. Sanchez went to the he went to the real extreme. You're right. Yeah, you stopped and stuff. But I don't know. Some people, they just, I guess they don't care. If it's the past or not. They're like, what you did was wrong, and you should be punished, and all that jazz. But it depends on. It's so weird because on my regular channel, which I don't promote anymore. I get
Yeah.
like I don't know, I get like about 10 or 15 views a video. I think it's for the same couple people, which is fine because I create content for myself because I'm bored a lot, and I've been on YouTube for like not on this channel, but on other channel like 16 years doing like weird comedy stuff.
Oh shit. So, well, you said you're FBI, like I mean FBI. Sorry. No, I mean
What?
I
I
like you
never
said
said that.
no. I said PUA. I meant PUA. No PUA. My bad. No P. Sorry. We keep on talking about FBI, and I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I have people follow me, dude. I think they're FBI. But anyways, like I said, but anyway, PUA. You did a video. You did one of the videos on a PUA. You tried to approach one of the girls. You did like approach, and you
Oh
had somebody
yeah,
towards you.
yeah.
Well, you did good there. She was really receptive towards you. So what happened? I don't
Oh yes.
understand.
So pretty much what happened was I tried to do I was really inspired by Simple Pickup, and I guess I wasn't being genuine. So these guys Simple Pickup had videos like what's it called? Like get a girl's number dressed up like Pokemon, or get a girl's number using pickup lines from the show. So I kept using the C word over and over. I kept saying cunt. And I was just this black guy I met who's a comedian. He was recording it, and we had a decent conversation. And the guys in the video said that she was ugly or whatever. I was like, look, I thought she was decent. I mean, my standards were low, and compared to most of the fat girls that I made out with, I thought she was cute. But pretty much she gave me a not a fake number, she gave me like a business number, and I sent her a text to say whatever, and then a week later I got an auto response that said it was like a charity number or something that said thanks for the charity or something. It was like so she kind of played me, but not. But yeah, I've had guys ask me what happened, and yeah, I got a lot of numbers, but most of them either didn't text back or they once in a while they would give me like a fake number or a prank number or something. That's one of the reasons I'm glad I don't do POA. It just seems like you're just out to collect phone numbers, and it's just I read all the numbers down in my notebook, and when I started my prank call show, I started calling all the numbers from back even back from MySpace days, fucking MySpace, from like 2000 was it 6? I mean, all these phone numbers I had from girls at chat rooms and most of them didn't pick up, and a few did. And I think I lied and said I was in a coma or something. Like, why are you calling me? I was like, yeah, I was in a coma for like 8 years, and they're like, this is weird. And they would hang up, and I just did that for a show. But yeah, so I got a lot of girls would give me the number, but it was just more like a fuck off. Like this just give you a fake number and just blow you off and shit. And it's just a waste of time.
Okay. Okay. So, anyways, with PUA, so I mean, have you noticed anything with their behavior? Like, for example, I went to. Okay, so here's a story. So, I was at a salon stylist, right? And she assumed like I was trying to hit on her, dude. Like literally, I was trying to get my hair cut, and then I was texting her back and forth, and she like thought I was hitting on her, dude. Like she said, she started bringing up, "Oh, I have a husband," and stuff like that. So I don't understand. Like she thought, like, so is there something going on? Is it because of my looks? Like I'm a 6.5, but I don't understand. Do I have to be within the looks threshold, or what's the deal? Like with the whole thing. Like, what do you think? You need to be an 8. You need to be a 7.
Oh, I don't know, man. Because it depends what they like. Because some of them care more about money and fame than they care about looks. So it depends on the hoe, man. I don't know.
What about New York though? Didn't you say New York is pretty bad? I
Oh
mean,
well, I can't speak on it because I've only been there a couple times, and I had a POA buddy move out there, and I said, "How you doing out here?" And he's an Asian guy. He was about my height, 5'11". He was skinny, but he did dress good. I'm not gonna say that dressing up helps, but he dressed kind of like a hipster, kind of like Bob. Like he never put any effort. Like I would at least try to put some effort into my outfits. Like at least wear like a vest once in a while, or at least wear a suit jacket. Let's say it matters. Like just wear a suit jacket, bro. But at least try a little bit. He would just dress like wear like a regular baggy shirt and jeans. And I asked him in New York. I said, "How you doing out here?" Because I ran into him one night. New York's a big city, and I ran into him randomly in New York. I'm like, "Holy shit!" And we started hanging out. And I was like, "How are you doing?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "New York is better. There's like more options." And it seemed like he was doing better. But see, he hit on mostly white girls. You know what I mean? And he got played so bad. I mean, he got rejected by like so many white. I think that's all he really wanted. And maybe now he's more open minded. He hits on more Hispanic and black and other races of women. But
I don't know. Is he doing the K-pop thing, or is he doing the K-pop image, or what is he doing?
I don't know. I haven't seen him by the way, and since what was it 2000? I guess 16. But yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. But he said more options, so I'm not sure what that means. But he said it's better, and I'm sure it is because New York's better. And you go to walk around New York, and compared to Philly, the women look like models. They're more attractive, and it's more diverse and as far as like more Russian women and more like types of that. But yeah, I don't know. Once again, if I would go to New York City, I went out there to do stand up a few times. I didn't really go out there. I went out there what? And I did go to a bar and make a few approaches, but that was so long ago, and I can't tell you if it's any better. I mean, it's just the quality of them are obviously great, but as far as their looks, but I don't know if I would do better in New York. It's still a libtard fucking city, just bigger than Philly.
Well, I thought Smooth Sanchez wasn't doing it good because the girls reacted towards him. Didn't the girls react towards him Like he was pretty decent, right? He was decent looking. Was he like a seven? What did you consider like a 7 or 7.5?
I mean, I don't rate dudes. I mean, but I don't know what he was, but yo, he's not a bad looking dude. He's not fat, and we talked about me. I talked to him twice, like I said. And there's, do you know who Mexican Andy is?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Mexican Andy has a girlfriend, and we talked about it. And he asked me, so how do you think he got his girlfriend? And I said, well, I said she's in the UK, and sometimes in these foreign countries like the UK or Poland or whatever, they're data ethnic guy because there's not a lot around. You know what I mean? So it's like you're like a special prize almost because like, all the guys look like their brother, and then they see like some some decent looking or even below decent looking ethnic guy. So if you want a snow bunny, you gotta go like go over country or something. But but yeah, as far as that goes, yeah, I don't know. He wasn't. No, he was a good dancer and stuff. He wasn't a bad look at all. But he approached girls on camera, and of course they're not gonna go for it. You know, they see a phone and stuff, and he's doing all that. But he would just go straight for the number. And if he was more genuine, I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. But no, he was not. You know, he was not a bad looking dude. But there's a lot of dudes not bad looking, not getting laid. So then again, that's why I said I don't even know anymore.
Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. Like a lot of them been really harsh towards me. A lot of them been weird. So I don't. I got a free water when I was out of a different city. I got a free water at least. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what to do or how to, I'm looks maxing. I'm improving my looks, and I'm just trying to fill out where I'm supposed to be. Like go to Texas or Florida. Like not even like it's just I haven't had much luck over here in my city. So
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I don't really try anymore because, like I said, I tried for like 10 years and I gave it a lot, and it feels good to like not even try. Don't I see other guys trying? It's like they get rejected. They all say they have a boyfriend. They all say, they're seeing somebody. They're married. They're lesbian. They're, what I mean, it's like they all just or they really think they're celebrities or something. You know what I mean? The way they act, and they all act like they're impossible to get, and it's just like I feel bad for any guy who's just still approaching not getting laid. It's just like eventually you're just going to probably kill yourself.
but you're in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I lived here my whole life, and I never got. I've only done a little bit of traveling, and I haven't really done a lot as much as I want to. And yeah, I went to Florida last year for my birthday, and I was hanging out with this guy, and you know, he was a fan of my YouTube channel, my comedy channel, and he showed me around, and I felt weird, kind of, like meeting random dudes off the internet. I've done it before, like from like comedy and stuff, but I kind of felt weird meeting him. But he showed me around, and he was doing the PUA stuff. He's not a PUA, by the way, but because I was there, and he wanted to make me laugh. The first day there, he was approaching good-looking girls. Then the second day, he went the opposite, and he was approaching girls that were like 70 years old, dude. Like 60, 70-year olds. Not even hot. Like just like regular, like 60, 70-year old, like worn out chicks. And he made out with one of them, like my last day and stuff. And it's, I don't know. But I didn't try. I didn't make a single approach. He tried to introduce me to a few chicks. And I said, he was like, oh, it's my friend's birthday. And, I said hello and stuff. But I went out there to live stream, which I know sounds weird. I was doing kind of what Sanchez did, except I don't talk to people. Just live streaming, just trying to be funny. And I wish I'd done more traveling in my life, but I hope this year I can do something for my birthday. Maybe go somewhere different. That'd be cool, besides Florida. But yeah, I wish I'd done more traveling. I haven't.
So you're not having issues with your job? Like you're not having any issues? Like what are you doing now for work?
So I can't. But it has nothing to do with work, by the way. It's not about that. It's just more of I never, I just never felt the reason to travel unless I really wanted to do something. And part of it was money too. I didn't have money a lot of my life, and it's not expensive to travel. But you gotta have some money. And then when I started this channel, I had random dudes like get your passport and we'll go get some hookers and I'll buy you some hookers and stuff. And I was like, I don't. I don't know. Plus, I don't like taking like a 2 hour plane ride. I've never been on a plane ride longer than 2 hours because I don't know. I feel so stiff sitting there. I can imagine sitting there for like 9 hours. Like go to like Vegas or something. Like I would have to sit there for like 9 hours and a fucking butthole would probably pop out or something. I don't like planes. It's just so stiff sitting there.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm having issues with my job right now, dude. Like, I don't know. I have issues with I don't know. That's why I want to move out because it's just weird. People are just weird, dude. People are so fucking weird here. I got like a lot of I don't know. Maybe people know about me because of the catfish videos or something, but yeah, a lot of people I having issues with people at my work.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I never really made friends for most of my jobs. That's why I said the perfect job for me. I would like to work a job where I have to really work with people. But yeah, most jobs require that. And it's you have to. That's why in college they make you work in groups, so that way you work with people in the real world and all that stuff. And I always hated that shit. I was like, I don't really want to. I just like it'd be a great job just get a bunch of work done yourself, and I don't have to deal with people, and I don't know. I don't talk to people. I don't try to make friends at work. I did when I was out of high school, and I failed, and I stopped caring. I'm just here for the money. I'm not gonna, try to get people's number and stuff and all that shit. I just don't even try. I don't try to make friends really, or whatever. Then again, it's like at my age, it's like where do you go to meet friends? You go to meetup group or something. There's not really meetup groups anymore. There's some, but you meet people, but I don't think people just want to meet people. They don't want to actually hang out outside of the meetup group thing. I tried that before. You ever been to a meetup group before?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, I did. It's just I wouldn't recommend it if you're like single. Like, do you just go to the single ones or do you just go to a regular?
I never been to a dating one or a speed dating one. I'm talking about just a group where you eat together and drink together or play games
Yeah.
together.
Oh.
Those type of meetup groups.
So are you like black pilled or what are you? You just a red pilled or are you MGTOW?
Well, the funny thing is, when I pissed off a lot of people saying I was MGTOW. See, I didn't know there was different definitions of it. My definition of MGTOW was you just give up. It's like, look, I'm done. I'm going my own way. But then other guys were like, no, that's not MGTOW. You have to get good looking so you can ignore chicks. And I was like, well, what's the point of being in shape? Just to not fuck them. You know what I mean? Just ignore them. I thought that was kind of stupid. But then guys were telling me I was making MGTOW look bad and stuff. And I never said I was Mr. MGTOW. I just put it in my videos to get more views and stuff. But I just I don't know, just a kept to myself guy, whatever category that is. I guess I am black pilled, and I guess when I started the channel, I was definitely red pilled and stuff. I was getting all my frustrations out, and that was just from years ago. And now it's like I don't I said everything I have to say pretty much. That's why there's not much content on the channel. I already talked about my experiences and everything, and I wouldn't say I'm a monk, but I don't really I just keep to myself pretty much. I don't really talk to approach anymore, and that's been years. And I don't try to get laid or anything. I just you know just try to do some comedy and just create content on the internet, and that's about it.
Oh, so why don't you want to make friends? You just don't trust people or what?
The thing is, there's no way to make friends because it's like I tried everything. I tried Craigslist. Even though that's a weird site. I tried meetup groups, and the best way to make friends, unfortunately, in life are in work and school because you have a bond. You work, you see each other every day. But I went to a community college, and pretty much, it's a come as you go school. So you leave, you come back, you say hi to some people. It's not like you're on campus and we're like you living on campus together. So I never made friends from that. And then I had a lot of temp jobs where I I like temp jobs because I would work for a couple months, stack up a few thousand, and then I would just quit, which is not smart for my future. But I didn't have to work for the same company, and I would do that. So it's not that people want it. I can hang out with people more if I text them, but it's a hassle because people ignore me, and then they say, "Oh, people only want to hang out like when they have nobody else." You know what I mean? That to me, friendships are temporary. People they need you for what they need you for, and then as soon as they get into a relationship or they get something going on, then they forget about you. So that's why I say I let people text me. I'm not gonna text people to hang out. If they want to hang out, they text me. If they don't, I'll see them whenever. So I just stick to myself, and that's I've been doing that since high school.
You're very lucky, man. It's just I don't know. People found out who I am. It's just I can't even go out anymore, dude. It's fucking annoying. Like people found out who I am.
Does
You're like
anybody
very lucky.
does anybody say that's Catfishman? You ever hear anybody say that? Like, ask that question or say that?
No, but they know who I am. Like people tell them who I am. And I had, like I said, I had people follow me around town. I'm having people harass me, and it's just I already know. Like I already know it's something I don't even do anymore. But they're willing to have people harass me and follow me around town.
Yeah, you know, I actually got recognized from the MGTOW channel last summer. Well, 2 years ago, when the pandemic happened, I was waiting for Chipotle. I was waiting for my bowl, and they wouldn't let you come inside. You know, this is like when the pandemic was deep. It just happened. So I wait outside, and this black dude pulls up in a car. And he's like, "I know you, man." So he looked like a comedian that I kind of know. I'm thinking, "Oh, this is a comedian or something." And he comes up to me and he shakes my hand. And he's like, "Hey, I know." And then he starts talking to me and he's like, "Yeah, you're Jack 2.0." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And we're talking and stuff. And then he subscribed to my other channel. And my other channel, I said, I had that trolling show where people would say the racist stuff. And he was like, "What's up with all the racist stuff?" And I said, "Well, I said, that's that channel. I was doing a character and the people to call in to say racist stuff." And he was real offended by it and stuff. And he said I had an ignorant response. But it's kind of funny. He approached me to say, "What's up?" And then he was kind of like, "You're a racist piece of shit," you know? And I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "Okay." So we talked for a few minutes. I shook his hand and I was like, "All right, well, nice meeting you." And we were going to do an interview, but we never did it. But he lived like not too far from me. But then that was the first time I was like, I didn't think I'd ever meet anybody from this channel, you know? And he recognized me and it was like, oh shit, you know, I hope that doesn't happen a lot. And it hasn't happened since, but I didn't really like it. It wasn't a bad experience, but it was also kind of like, that was okay. I was kind of weirded out by it. I mean, I appreciate him for saying hi, but I was like, I hope that doesn't happen. I've been lucky since, I guess. I haven't seen anybody approach me, thank God, or
Yeah.
recognize me from the channel.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry that happened. Like you got to be careful sometimes. Like even were you being really racist
No, like I
or were
said,
you?
I was doing a character, and like I said, not to say that you can do whatever you want, but it was a show. It was an atheist show, so people would call in, and we would play like sound effects from the live stream community and stuff. And some of the songs were racist, and he heard it, and then he wrote something and said, "What's up with all the racist stuff?" And well, I said it's just a show, man. I said I'm just trying to make people laugh. I know you're offended by it. And then he wrote back and said, "You should cut it out." And I said, "Well, if you don't like the show, just don't listen." And he got offended by that. And if you listen to any radio show, if you call in and say, "Hey, I don't like your show," they go, "Why do you listen?" So I just went with the radio show response. And I said, "Look, if you don't like the channel, just unsubscribe or whatever." It may sound ignorant, but it's the truth. It's like whether I'm racist or not, it's just, just like my stand up act. It's offensive. And it's not my fault everybody became woke and PC, and the comedy I do is considered too shocking and all this stuff, and it's not my fault. So I stick to my guns, and that's why I don't make money, and I don't, I don't go places, and I mean, I don't get anywhere in comedy because I just do my act, and people don't like it. I'm like, instead of getting with the times, I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna do what I want.
So you're saying like you do comedy, people are just too woke. I mean, people. You can't even do like you. So you have to do clean comedy. I don't understand.
Yeah, so pretty much, well, in the city, where all the action is, where you get on shows now, and there's all the comedy clubs. They want more, not only just clean, but some of the comedians are like woke, like they go on stage and they do the whole Trump stuff. Even though Trump's not president anymore, but back when he first became president, it was terrible. Like comedians were just crying. They were crying on stage. They weren't even doing jokes. They were literally crying, like, this guy's so evil, and it was like there was no joke, and it was like, this isn't comedy. This is like a fucking sad thing or whatever. So I perform in shitholes in the suburbs and in Jersey and in the middle of nowhere where I can say what I want, and but I don't get anything out of it. Like no one's gonna ever put me on a show from it. No one's gonna. I'm not gonna benefit from it, but I can say what I want, and it feels good to say what I want. So I stay away from the action because you have to change your act. You have to be clean, and you can't do the dirty stuff that I do. And I got into comedy to do the dirty stuff. So I just go where I can go.
I was gonna ask you like do some comedy, like do some routine. Like, yeah, I mean, are you able to do like what? I mean, besides the racist stuff, can you do other like woman? Can you do some woman jokes at least? Can
Yeah,
you do at least some woman jokes?
the thing is, it never works. Like, whenever someone tells me to tell a joke, I don't know what it is, it never works. And I remember I had a date with an actual good looking girl, like off OK Cupid. I don't know how it worked, but this is back when OK Cupid was new and everybody was still in Plenty of Fish. And she met up with me and I was shocked. I thought she would be like fat. And she was this Russian Jewish girl. She had big titties and she had a pretty face. And I was shocked. I was like, oh shit. And I got nervous. And she said, tell me a joke. And I told her one of my best jokes and she didn't laugh at it. And she's like, I'm sorry, that's not funny. And then I had other people do that too, and it's like it never works. So when someone tells me to, like do part of your act, I never do it because it doesn't work. And I have a lot of my
Just
sets
tell,
for.
just tell me a story. Like, tell me like a funny story. I mean, isn't that how you do like a stand-up comedy? Just a funny story.
Yeah, but for some
Like,
reason, I don't know if it's because maybe I had more energy when I tell it on stage. It just never works, and it's like even if you don't laugh, I don't care about that. But I just don't do it anymore. Whenever someone says, "Tell me a joke," or tell me, I don't do it. I'll say, I'll send you a tape. Like if you want to see like a set, I'll send you a set or something, or I'll send you an audio clip or whatever. But I just don't. It's not because I'm
ah,
too. You know.
go go ahead. No, go ahead. So I was
Yeah.
just laughing. I thought it was something funny, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So that's all I have to say. I'd rather send you a clip than tell a story or something.
You could be my ghostwriter. Like, I mean, I'm able to say some funny stuff. I mean, like I had an idea for stand-up comedy, but I don't think I could do it because everybody, like you're saying, it's too woke, dude. Like mine isn't racist. It's just, I would talk about chess. I played, I played chess, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I told you I played chess. So basically, like I was gonna tell a story how I go to these chess tournaments and there's all these hot elves with their children, and I was gonna be like say something about how how the Asian kids cry and their moms in an Asian woman voice, something like that. Like I have it in my head, but it's just talk about like how like chess tournaments and shit like that, and how they take chess too serious, dude. You think that's funny?
It's actually, you know what?
You
It
know,
made me. You know what? I will say this: it's hard to make me laugh, and it made me chuckle. So that means it's got potential. Because here's the thing about me: I usually only laugh at like offensive stuff. Like I just either laugh at really random stuff or I laugh at really offensive stuff. So like, let's say you were doing stand up, you just see me laugh, and you would think, oh, this guy doesn't think I'm funny. That's like, no, it's subjective. It's like some people like this or that. Like usually I only laugh
no,
at really offensive stuff. So the fact that I chuckled means that you know that it has potential. So and even if I don't think it's funny, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. So
no, but no, for us, like in the chess tournaments, like here in Washington State, there's like, I mean, it's like Northwest, so there's like numerous chess tournaments, and a majority of the players are Asian, and then they have Asian parents, and a lot of and these kids, they take their chess too serious. Like they try to like once
hmm
you make a bad move, they're like they do some weird ass shit like they'll mad dog you and they'll drink their water and do something like ooh I got I have a better move than you or something. You have you like what I was gonna say you like visualize that in your head, right? How
yeah,
you know how like basketball players are, right?
yeah,
You know how like basketball players are, they think like, oh, they once they do a shot and they'll like once they do a shot and they'll like do something weird ass stuff like ooh how do you like what do they do like those basketball players like they they can make a shot and they think they're better than you. What is that called?
I don't know.
Oh, but anyways, yeah. But these kids like they think they're all badass. They think they're all badass, and they think, oh, I checkmated you or something like that. What they're like their eyes, their little Chinese eyes, and they'll do some head bobbing and shit.
I mean, I'm sure if
For
that's
real.
really, I'm sure it's really happening. I mean, if you say so. So
You should go to a chess. I mean, you should go like one of your local chess
I never
gym.
seen anybody play chess. Even I mean, I think once in a while at this park in the city, I'll see someone playing chess. But I don't think it's not like New York where people are playing all these. I rarely see people playing chess in my city.
Are you serious? And is it Philadelphia? You don't see any like street hustlers or something like that?
We like there's a Chinese area. These Chinese guys they play like weird like Chinese games, but not chess.
What are you saying? Are you saying all the black dudes are trying to hit on the girls or something like that?
What is that? What? How did chess go from black
Yeah,
dudes and them
because
girls?
I thought like a lot of chess players are like hustlers, like like a lot of black guys are hustlers,
You
like
know what
chess.
though? Philly's a weird city, in a sense that yeah, the black dudes who try to hustle you, but they have this game, and people would fall for it. And I knew they're trying to hustle people out of the money. The guy would take like it was very hard to explain, like a couple like these little marble looking things, and he would have them like wrapped up in foil or something, and he would twist them around and go, "Hey, which one? What do you think it's at? This one, or this one?" And then people would pick it. He go, "Are you sure about it?" And then if they were, he would let them get it right. And then he'd go, "Now, if you're really that sure, bet $20." And then he would just take people's money on the train, and it was just, and then he would add, so they do, yeah, they do hustle people out of money and shit like that. But I don't see it. I don't see that too much these days. But yeah, I used to walk around the city, and I rarely saw anybody playing chess. Maybe people play it more in their house. I don't know. My city's just that fucking dumb. They don't play chess. I mean, I don't know.
That was funny, dude. They're so dumb. They don't. They just. I don't. They just have sex constantly, like 24/7.
It seems like it
Like
just not. I mean,
like
my city
BBC
has
porn.
a my city has a it's a racist as it sounds. I'm gonna offend somebody. It really is. It's like 50 some % black, and we have a lot of crime. And there's been a lot of there was like over 100 murders this past year, random murders, just like people shooting people for no reason. And there's a lot of carjacking going on in my city, where they've been carjacking a lot of people, and it's just tons of violence and tons of crime. It's nonstop. And
I can tell you why. I'll tell you the reason why behind it.
go ahead.
I can relate, dude. There's a lot of self hatred in the city. Like where I am from, like there's a lot of self hatred. So maybe blacks don't like blacks. Maybe black guys don't like black guys. Maybe they just hate their race, so they'll start killing each other. Because
Well,
because
no,
I
but
like where. Go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. I was gonna say that's not just towards each other; it's towards anybody. Like they, but you know what? The weird thing is more people have been carrying guns. So there's been a couple stories where they try to rob a delivery guy, and this happened I think right around New Year's. They was trying to rob this Chinese delivery guy, and he just took out a gun and just shot two black guys right there. One died. He just shot him right there, and it's like there's been a lot of stories like that where they try to like rob you at night, and someone just takes out a gun and just shoots them. It's been happening a lot in my city. And the good thing about me is I have a really old shitty car, so you would have to be crazy to try to like carjack me. You know what I mean? Unless you see me carrying something, but I have like an old fucking car, so I'm like, thank God for that. I'm glad I don't drive like a really nice, like expensive car, because in this city it's so ghetto that somebody would try to carjack me or something.
So how do you protect yourself though? Like how do you like if it's so dangerous? Like what? You just don't go out, or you just don't go out at night?
I do go. I don't go out a lot, but you know what? I was actually lucky when I was doing the whole PUA thing. I used to take the train. I used to walk 15 minutes to the train station, and some people have been jumped before down there, and I got lucky for like all the years I went down there. I used to have money in my wallet and everything. I used to walk down some most of the time. I got lucky at night too, and even at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, walking up 15 minutes to my house, I got lucky that nobody ever fuck with me. I think the worst somebody ever did was they threw an egg at me, like around mischief night or something. That was the only thing that ever happened. But I think it's just been lucky. I do carry mace with me, but it's kind of funny. I actually learned that from the live streamers because it's not the most effective weapon. You know, it's obviously better to carry a knife or a gun, but I don't have a gun and I don't carry knives with me, so I carry mace, but it's not that can only do so much. But I don't know. I try to always be aware of my surroundings, and that's all I can really do. There's a live stream term called "never relax." You ever heard that before?
Oh no, I haven't seen it. What's it about?
It means that I imagine someone listening to this being offended, but it's like if they are offended, it's but it means never relax around black people, because if you do, they'll punch you in the head, or they're show a clip too, like they say never relax, and then they show like a clip of like an old white guy walking down the street or something, and a black guy just punches him in the head, or like they rob you or they're going and they're saying, see, never relax.
Well, I
So
don't know, man. Like where I'm at, I had any issues with any blacks over here, dude. I mean, there's blacks over here, but I don't know. They don't say anything, dude. I don't. Maybe they have their own goons. Like I guess that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I started to notice like certain people. Like I started to see blacks, but then I started to have issues with certain people. Here. I don't know, man. Maybe blacks are like cartel in my area. I don't know, dude. Because like I said, like I'm getting harassed by people, so I don't know. Like maybe I
yeah,
don't know, man.
I
I
mean,
don't
like
know.
I said,
I see.
in my city, that's really an issue going on, and that's why it's funny when I made that video I talked about earlier, where I said white girls are nicer than black guys. People were who don't live in my city were saying all this stuff. Like, do you live in my city? Like, I'm going by what you know what I mean. Like, I'm going by like what's going on. I'm not trying to be racist. Like, I'm saying what's really going on, what I see. And if it's racist, then oh well. But it's been all over the news and everything, and it's been going on. And maybe it's just here. There's only high crime cities in certain places, but I know here that the area I live in, it's not super safe. It depends. If you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, anything can happen. But it's better than certain areas that are in the city that are really bad, where it's like nonstop crime. So even the comedians in the city make fun of the area I live in. They say it's corny, it's bored, and they're right. But it's more. There's a lot. I live right near a police station, so there's a lot of cops around. So it's a little bit better. I would rather live here than, even though the city has all the action. I don't. The only thing good the city has is it has girls down there, and I don't even do PUA anymore. So I don't even care about that anymore. I'd rather live somewhere safer.
Have you ever tried hitting on the black girls at least, or what type
Yeah,
of? I mean,
yeah, I have. I tried everything. I tried every race, every older, younger, all that stuff. It doesn't matter. I'm just not good, man. Just not good enough.
what do you need to look like a Tyrone? Do you need to look like a Chad, or like what's the looks threshold then? If you
I don't.
like,
I think I gotta be. Yeah, I guess just better looking. Yeah.
well,
Even
I
when I
don't know.
was.
I figured it out myself. Like, I literally figured out my own situation, dude. Like, I like for example, like there's a population. Well, I have a population of 93,000, right? And I did the STD. I did the STD percentage, and I did all the numbers. I only have like for me I don't even have a percent of a chance. Even if I was a looks max to a 7 or 8, my percentage of success would be like 5%. I crunched in the numbers, dude. I crushed in the numbers, and not even five, like just 5%. If I have to be an 8, I would have a 5% success chance. So I don't know. Maybe you could look like crunch in the numbers yourself and see what your
Yeah.
percentage is.
Yeah. Well, they did this guy Paul Janka. You know who he is?
Oh yeah, yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, yeah. He did that whole thing, the numbers thing. He was a tall. I would say he was a chatty, like a swimmer's body guy, and he would make really quick approaches. And I think he said he fucked 13% of the girls he met, and he said and that's not a bad number because he does very lazy approaches. He just walks up and says, "Hey, you're really cute. Let's get a cup of coffee sometime." He just opens and closes. And he said that he bangs like 13%. of the. He's like a smart dude. He's like a not a college professor, but like an assistant or is a college or something. So he's like smart dude, tall, athletic dude. Uh, and he said, yeah, 13% was his like success rate, but he made really quick approaches. So yeah, it's like I don't know. I mean, I had a low success rate no matter how much I went out. I was going out 1.7 days a week, and I had like a zero. That's why I said the numbers game is bullshit because they're like, oh, if you approach this many girls, well, if you have to approach like 3,000 girls just to fuck a fat girl, that's like you might as well just fuck a fat girl.
No, no, it's true. No, no, I know what you mean, but I mean, you gotta look into it because he's white and tall, so you don't even know what kind of girls he was hitting. He could be hitting on Asian women. I mean, he could be hitting on black women. I mean,
No.
the
I
thirteen
saw his
percent
video.
is
I saw his
probably
videos. Sorry to cut you off. I saw his videos. He mostly hits on white chicks. I mean, I'm sure he hits on different races, but mostly white chicks, and some of them are really hot too.
well, I don't know. Maybe he's probably taking into account 13% of white girls. I mean, do you think he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I fuck Asians," or "I fuck black girls," or "I fuck Latinas"? You think he's gonna say that?
I don't
I
know,
mean,
dude. I think all PUAs are scam. I'm not saying this guy's legit. He could be lying about that. I'm just saying that that's what he said.
well, oh no, that's what I'm trying to tell you is
Yeah.
you know he could be saying 13% of the girls of he he's approaching, but overall of him being tall and white, it could be like 20%, dude. It could be like 15%. You know, like my lay count is like 40, like 40 lays out of the 20 years I fucked girls, almost 20 years, and it's I mean I'm pretty sure he mogs me because of his stature, because he's tall and he could be successful. Like for me, because I have his seminar, dude. I have some of his seminar videos, and I use his seminar videos, and I kind of base it on that's when I did PUA. I used I basically used 5 minutes of his videos to learn from that to pick up girls.
Yeah. So has any pickup artist ever helped you?
No, I actually did it myself. I self taught myself to pick up. Like Paul Janka, like I learned from his stuff. Like I actually learned from how to pick up girls because of his stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if you. I know I have a lot of content on the channel, so you probably haven't seen everything. But I did a live stream of Alan Roger Curry. If you know what that is, he's like a black. He's not a pickup artist. He's a dating coach, and he pretty much teaches guys to be straightforward. I just walk up and say, "Hey, I want to like not just say I want to fuck you, but like say direct things like that if the chick is single, whatever." And he interviewed Paul Jacob, and they argued because Paul Jacob said his method doesn't work. The black guy, and he gets mad when people say that. But he said, yeah, he said, I'm not gonna, he said, I'm kind of vague. I'm not going to say to a chick, let's go fuck. They're not going to go for that. But, yeah, I used to listen to the Alan Roger Curry show, and they had some good episodes on there. It's like, he would call people out for being full of shit, if they were being full of shit, or he would, he didn't like pickup artists because he felt like they were, manipulative and lying and stuff. But yeah, there's some good episodes.
Uh, I have a couple of videos if you want to watch. Like I don't know if you knew. Like I have like a whole 30-minute seminar. Like I think I have like a 15-minute seminar of him discussing how he picked up stuff like that. Like it's on my
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, him and this guy David X, they're both like the guys who are like against PUA. They do like direct approaches. There's
Yeah.
videos of them doing like an hour seminar where they bring two chicks on stage actually, and they interview
Yeah.
them and they explain what women say and then how it's bullshit. Like they explain like women say, you tell a woman you want sex and then they say that you're a pig or whatever, but then like how can a guy be honest and stuff and shit like that. Their stuff was good. I thought it helped me, but I mean maybe it works if you're a black guy or some shit. And the guy David X, he grew up in Canada, a French Canadian area where chicks were very like promiscuous at that time. So I don't know if you know what I mean. If he was in a different area, would that work? And maybe a black guy gets away with it more. Not to make excuses, because nowadays I see videos of guys getting arrested, You know, you walk up to a chick, say, "I'm gonna fuck you." She can just tell a cop, and then next thing you know, you're fucking going to jail or some shit. You know, it's fucking all these risks out there.
I don't know, man. I uploaded a video. I don't know. Like honestly, there's a video I uploaded where a girl is like she did like dick runs, like she'd ask guys to have sex. Like I have a video on that, like where a
Is it a
girl literally.
Hispanic? Is it a Hispanic chick?
You know which one I'm talking about, right?
No, but I saw one where girls going around grabbing guys' dicks. She would just go right up and just grab their dicks. It was like a Hispanic chick. She would just grab guys' dicks, just
I,
and they would.
oh no, the one I have, like she was like talking about how she would approach guys. I guess, like she was in a polyamorous relationship, and she would just approach guys and ask them if they were down to fuck. But I didn't even include that on
Oh,
there. But
you
I
know,
want to
yeah, you
include.
know what? I think I never saw it, but I think it did pop up. There's a few videos I think like that, but yeah, it might be the one I'm thinking of. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, some guys said they thought she was a hooker, or they were. Was that the video? There's at least one guy say, "Are you a hooker?" or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
might have seen it a long time ago, but yeah, yeah. But I'm getting tired, man, because on my time it's almost 1 a.m. and I had a good time doing this, and I wouldn't mind doing it again if we could come up with more, just topics and stuff, which we did. I mean, this went fine. I'm just saying that we could come up with more stuff to talk about. It was good catching up.
yeah. I just want to talk to you on the update on how you are and how everything's going, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean everything's fine. I mean the weird thing about it is like things are, I guess, the same usually with me. Like rarely anything ever happens. I guess that's good. But that's why I say I don't do
It is.
project.
It is good, man. I mean, I think that is good. Like, I have to go through all the bullshit with people, dude. Like, literally getting stalked. Like, I'm having issues at my job. Like you're very lucky, man. I'm just
Well, my
existing as a
life's not.
person.
I mean, like I said, my life's not great. I just don't put out there what's out there. Like I said, for other reasons, but it's not bad either. But I mean, it's just about it. I don't have the problems you have, but I have other family shit going on. I don't really want to put out there. It's not terrible
Well,
stuff, but it's different. That's
well,
all.
well. Would you want to be like get existed, like just existing hate? Would you want that, or like would you
No,
want
I mean,
your?
I'm not saying what you're going through is nothing. I'm saying that what I would do is try to get a decoy, like try to get a guy who looks like you, and then
Like you remind me of like Chris Hansen shit, the decoy, underage decoy.
well, Eminem did that. Eminem would get one of those real Slim Shady clones to
Yeah,
dress up like him, and then the paparazzi
yeah.
would follow him, and then he would go the other direction, and they would lose him. So you gotta find a guy who looks kind of like you, dress up the same, and then just fucking just run around and avoid then try to live your life. That's what you gotta do.
Like I might have to like go to Philadelphia. That's my only choice is go to Philadelphia, dude. Nah, this
You
is joking.
definitely stand out.
All right, well, I'll see you later then.
All right, thanks, man.
You too.
All right, peace. All right, everybody, that was Catfishman. I hope you enjoyed the interview, and that's it. Pod Jacked.